Hello, I'm Dr. Lipi Roy, and welcome to my show, Health, Humor, and Harmony. Today's show is a special Oscar edition. As most of you know by now, I love movies. I'm also equally passionate about health and medicine. Today I'll review the gripping film Women Talking by Canadian filmmaker Sarah Polley. This film tells a story of women and girls from a remote religious colony who were drugged and sexually assaulted, leaving them traumatized, angry, confused, pregnant, or dead. But it also explores the power of connection, empathy, and resilience among a group of courageous women who gather in a hayloft to debate how they'll respond to these violent attacks. Let's get started. As a woman and a doctor, I found Women Talking to be at times unspeakably infuriating, but also deeply heartwarming. This clip shows a part of the complex debate among the women.
What if the men who are in prison are not guilty?
Mother.
Oh, Charlie.
Why are you asking if they're...
Shush.
We caught one of them. I saw him.
But only one. Yes, only one, but he named the others.
But what if he was lying? We must consider this.
No. No, that is not our responsibility because we aren't in charge of whether or not they are punished. We know that we've been attacked by men, not by ghosts or Satan, as we were led to believe for so long. We know that we've not imagined these attacks, that we were made unconscious with cow tranquilizer. We know that we are bruised and infected and pregnant and terrified and insane, and some of us are dead. We know that we must protect our children regardless of who is guilty.
I'll organize my review of the film in three categories. First, the impact of trauma. The women of this remote community experience all forms of trauma, from as young as age 4 to their older years. The physical effects of domestic violence manifest as black and blue eyes, disfiguring facial scars, broken bones, and other bodily injuries. Physical manifestations of sexual assault and rape include pain, bleeding, difficulty walking, sexually transmitted infections, and pregnancy. But it's the hidden impact of trauma that the film so skillfully displays. The emotional response to being attacked after being drugged with cow tranquilizer ranged from confusion and shock to hopelessness and utter outrage. Trauma also affected their mental health. Post-traumatic stress disorder, including flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety. Teenager Mehal had panic attacks. Prolonged sadness, lack of interest, and thoughts of self-harm were also portrayed by the women. One died of suicide. Perhaps a less obvious form of trauma was their social isolation. The girls and women were far away from other communities. They were completely unaware of the world around them. They weren't even allowed to read. While this severe form of isolation may seem unrelatable to most of us today, the behaviors of forced isolation from family and friends by abusers is common during intimate partner violence. The second category, the role of religion. Studies show that people who regularly participate in spiritual worship or believe that a higher being is a source of strength and comfort are healthier and possess greater healing capabilities. Research also shows a positive correlation between spirituality and lower rates of cancer, heart disease, stroke, and addiction. God plays a major role in Women Talking. The bruised and battered girls and women find solace in collective prayer and singing gospels. Unfortunately, history has shown that human beings, namely men, have inflicted colossal pain and suffering on innocent children, women, and men across the globe, all in the name of God and religion. In Women Talking, religion is a source of their trauma. Forgiveness is a major teaching in most world religions and a potential obstacle to freedom in Women Talking.
It is a part of our faith to forgive. We would be forced to leave the colonies if we do not forgive these men.
But Rooney Mara's character, Ona, asks an important question. Is forgiveness that's forced upon us true forgiveness? While religion can be healing, it can also be highly oppressive, particularly to women. Today, in U.S. healthcare, we are seeing hospitals, pharmacies, and insurance companies deny women basic care, such as birth control, emergency contraception, and abortion, in the name of religion. Human rights violations imposed by the Taliban have had devastating effects on Afghan girls' women's access to health and education. Again, all in the name of religion. The third category, healing through connection. Despite unthinkable and ongoing pain and isolation, the girls and women demonstrate the power to heal through connection. We cannot endure any more of violence, unquote. Elder stateswoman and the voice of reason, Agatha, resolutely declares. By communicating with one another, no matter how difficult the conversation, they hear different perspectives, different experiences, different hopes and dreams. They may initially disagree, but by listening with intent and respect, they are able to heal as well as come to a resolution for all the women in the community. No surprise, studies show that social connection improves physical health and mental well-being. People who feel more connected to others have lower levels of anxiety and depression. The unbreakable bond among the women in this film is refreshing, particularly in light of today's cancel culture, where many younger people may not be taught critical coping skills, patience, acceptance, forgiveness. We need to replace cancellation with communication and compassion. I also firmly believe that without hope, we have nothing. I think of the positivity conveyed by Ona.
Ona, you're a dreamer. We're women without a voice. We have nothing to return to. Even the animals are safer in their homes than we women are. All we have are our dreams. So of course we're dreamers.
I think a major reason why Sarah Polley's film was so critically acclaimed is because the themes discussed in Women Talking resonate today, February 2023. Lack of bodily autonomy, domestic violence, sexual assault, patriarchal power, oppression in the name of religion. This film is thought-provoking and poignant. It compels us to address the power imbalances that women and girls face today across the globe, from Alabama and Argentina to New Delhi and New Zealand. In addition to connection and support, I also want to emphasize the importance of evidence-based treatment, such as medications and therapy when trauma leads to PTSD and other mental health problems. If you or anyone you know is having suicidal thoughts, please text or call the 24-hour hotline 988. I have some acknowledgments. I'd like to commend Sarah Polley, my fellow Canadian, for directing a superb film, as well as the brilliant actresses who made complex topics and emotions burst through the screen. I also would like to thank Drs. Candida Fink, Stephen DeLisi, and Jonathan Avery for sharing their mental health insights and expertise. Well, that's all for today. Here's your joke of the day, movie themed. Why was Pinocchio always stressed? He was always highly strung. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, write comments below, and follow my Instagram at Health, Humor, Harmony, Dr. Roy. Be well. I'll see you soon.